Hey guys, so welcome back to 109 Lost Defense Academy 2. Let's carry on where we left off. At last, we're so close to day 100, just over a week away, and all it takes for us to escape is to claim Veshnes's blood and use it as fuel to propel our escape pod into space. Well, this has been quite the long, tumultuous route. A lot of episodes have gone into this, but man, I gotta say, it's been a hell of a ride. Very fleshed out, and a massive deviation from Route Zero. I can imagine the intrigue as well for some of you who had this as your first route. You must have been like, what the actual hell is happening right now? Like, thankfully, we're more informed, having cleared so much of the spare Ato routes. There's just a matter of figuring out who the first sponsor was. Yugamu did some investigating. They were supposedly dead for a lengthy period of time, and, well, given what we know about the multiverse traversal machine, it's hard to imagine that it's someone from the Box of Calamity route or any of the other ones we've seen that dabble with such a machine. But still, they were wearing the suit that comes with it, so who knows at this point. All I know is that we didn't kill the baby, and I'm still on Santa's nice list this year, so let's go ahead and bust him out of the defense room. Let me see if I got this straight. Basically, you want us to break down this door and get into the defense room, right? So we can save the baby that's inside? Can we do that, though? Isn't the capsule that he's in a life support system or something? That is what we need to do. Get inside and ascertain. Wasn't this door protected by undying flames the last time we saw it? When did they disappear? The baby must have extinguished them to make things easier for us. It'll be kind of hard to rescue him if he's barricaded himself with undying flames. We're not all Dal Shah. Helping us in return for helping him, huh? It's like a fairy tale. Yeah. Except this is a grim reality. Anyway, help me break down this door. We stood in front of the door with our class weapons in hand. Alright, guys. We'll attack the door all at once. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. There goes. Without the undying flames to protect it, the door was no longer impervious. Slowly but steadily, the door began to crumble under our attacks. The damage grew heavier and heavier, until, at long last, it opened. The second it was open, we all went rushing through like an avalanche, and inside was a baby. Undefended by the intercept system, thank the Lord. The baby's capsule was in the deepest part of the room. Let me see. Yes. If I modify the capsule to be self-sustaining, we need only take it into the escape pod with us once Veshnes is defeated. It'll be a complicated operation, but I can count on everyone's full support, can I? That day, all of us joined in the effort to modify the capsule so that we could keep our promise to take the baby along with us. Okay. Sounds good. Oh wow. I was so close to another Save Your Progress checkpoint. Day 93. 94. Interesting that we get a save point if we're just going to rush to day 100 here. Wow, okay. Well, thanks for letting me save, I guess. Day 99, here we go. I want 1 full week after we began working on the capsule modification. She's here!
Alert. Intruder alert. Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
At least once it was day 98, you could be like, okay, she's certainly going to attack tomorrow. It's Veshnes. She's here! I leaped out of bed the moment the alarm went off. The big moment was finally here. Veshnes had led her massive army here, with the goal of completely wiping us out. I ran over to the war room at full speed. Okay, and once again, we're dead lost. It's finally here. Look at the screen! I've never seen an army so big! Would have been nice, though, if we went outside to cull some of their numbers, as if we were still playing the Invader Hunt, but I guess that's not the case here. Even so, this is not as large as I had anticipated. Strengthening the wall of fire worked. The baby has kept his promise to us. Modifying his capsule together was worth the effort. I don't see Veshnes yet, though. Probably hanging behind and leaving all the dirty work to her soldiers. Classic final boss move. That works for us. We'll take out as many invaders as we can before she shows up. We should get going. Take care of things while we're gone, Commune. Be sure to return safely. Defeat is not an option today. Someone like that can't possibly beat us. We'll be back, and we'll make our dreams come true together.
Here we go. For the final time. Special Defense Unit, move out!
Alright, you heard the man. I gotta say though, when I made the decision to not kill the baby, I thought it was gonna be like an ending, Oblivion Army ending, you know, where we go up against the enemy, we hold out for as long as we can, but eventually we fall, but at least we die with a clear conscience. But no, thankfully, good karma has come to us, and the baby, as he's named in this route, is all too happy to help us, so long as we get him out of here. So, what a pleasant surprise. This truly is Virtue's lost reward. Okay, here they come. She's got her gold soldiers too. Nothing we can't handle.
Wow! Take a look at that!
There's so many of them! Just what you'd expect to see in a final battle.
Exactly, this is the climax.
Stand firm and tall. They're no match for us.
It's just work.
Better clean up the small fry before the bigger Veshnes fish arrives.
Let the battle begin!
Yeah.
No!
No!
Help me!
God. Well, at least we already know their true nature in this route. Oh God, the lady's looking for her daughter again. Oh, and I can't skip it. You're kidding me. Okay, I guess I'll have to endure the voices then.
No!
Okay, well, just like the voices say, I don't want to fight. Not with these voices in my ear. I'd rather listen to Gaku's mixtape.
Humans again. Well, they were human once.
But remember what Commune told us. A person who's been transformed into a school invader can never go back to being human.
We're doing them a favor. If only we could release those beyond the wall of flames right now.
Then a quick death is the best mercy we can grant them.
That's right! We're the good guys here!
Yeah, now we are. Glossing over the situation with pretty words didn't change the fact that we were murdering other people. But this would be the last time. Once this was over, we'd flee to a place where no one would kill or be killed.
We're just one step away from the artificial satellite! Let's break out of this hellscape together!
Okay,
Get ready for the second wave. This battalion will be on the same scale as the one you just fought.
as in they're gonna keep trickling in, because man, I wish as soon as we cleared all the enemies, that was it. I don't need like 5 of the 1 HP guys just rolling up late.
How many more of them are there?
Oh, is it just me, or are they starting to look like a swarm of locusts?
Okay, well, 1 slash ought to do the trick then, to clear out a dozen of them.
Focus on the battle, guys. Don't lose heart.
Hold strong, everyone! Let's do this!
Hold the line! We deserve our happy ending after all we've freaking been through. Holy shit.
Help me!
God, what happened to our headphones? The Anti-Sponsor Alliance headphones! Where can I get my custom ones? Please, save me! Oh man, we are so OP. We cleared them all in one go. And yet, I know there are going to be stragglers. All it took was a little desperation potion on Kako for Ema to go nuclear on all the enemies on his side. Yeah, let's end our turn. Oh.
I don't want to fight!
No one's coming. They weren't expecting me to do it all in one go, I guess. We're so overpowered. Nice to see I haven't lost a step, despite how many battles I've been skipping lately.
I'm taking the wheel.
10 AP after this attack. These guys don't stand a chance. I told you!
Good to go!
You could have brought them all through the wall of undying flames. Outcome would have been exactly the same. They just keep coming. Like a few of them each time. And the fact that they get a free hit on us
Wait.
is insulting.
Experiment time.
Alright, Vishnis, want to make your appearance now? I don't know if you're feeling intimidated or not after those last 2 waves.
All right, that's all the regular troops taken care of.
See? We got this, guys.
I'm dead tired.
Yeah, well, you get tired just shooting 1 bullet. Okay?
Keep your spirits high, sister dearest. That was just the preview. The main event is yet to come.
You're also probably feeling tired because I made you drink that desperation potion, but it was all for Ima's sake. I needed to trick him into thinking you were gonna die.
I sense a strong presence approaching. It has to be her.
She's finally here.
Alright,
There she is! Vashnes herself!
stand your ground, team. Darumi was right. The Supreme Commander appeared and slowly started making her way toward us. At last, she stood in place, looking us up and down before speaking.
I'll admit, I did not foresee you lasting this long. Or destroying all of my battle pets.
Yeah, well, I guess, the Ultimate Analyst was never going to be your title.
You thought we'd be pushovers, huh? Well, that's too bad. We're not losing to you today.
Yeah! We're the elite few survivors of that brutal killing game!
Yeah, natural selection's taken place, and, well, we're the survivors.
Look at what's become of your strongest army in history and tell us. Do you feel like surrendering yet?
Surrender? Surely you jest. You have not even seen my real army yet.
Well, yeah, that's because they're trapped on the other side of the strengthened Undying Flames.
Watch and despair. You shall now witness the worst nightmare of your lives.
Oh my god, I just realized, because I haven't been able to skip this battle, what if it is like a Bolivian Army ending where I cannot win, and we're just destined to die, gameplay-wise.
Come forth, my elite slaves!
Kinda like the end of the second scenario, you know? Oh god, I didn't think about this. Here we go. Vicious just has 99 armor, 99 health.
Bow down!
Oh, I probably should have watched that cutscene, but it was probably her just transforming, so that's okay. Oh god, wow.
Me!
Yeah, she's brought a lot of her elite guard here.
Like this!
She still had this many invaders up her sleeve?
She wasn't bluffing when she said her army was bigger than ever.
These troops must be her trump card.
If she is desperate enough to pull them out now, she can't be having a good time.
Exactly. She's on the ropes here.
This is our chance to take down Vashnis and her goons all at once. This is the real final showdown.
Let's make it happen. Annihilate enemy boss. Gladly. I'll always revel in taking you down, Vashnis. 5 armor? Please. Okay, I've got voltage up the wazoo. I'm pretty sure everyone's attack's been boosted. Everyone's got last yell. I suppose it helps when you have a smaller roster. Okay, well, we know what we need to do. Take her down. I think I'm the strongest here. Normally I'd like to get Hinako involved, but, well, she peaked early in this route. Okay, let's determine the best course of action and follow through.
Ready when you are.
It all starts
to
with an
use it.
attack potion, of course. Sorry, Vishnis, it's gonna be another bad ending for you.
One last strike.
I even get to use Azure Blitz to finish you off. Just like that. Because your army's begging for release. This entire time.
Why? Why? An army led by a living god should have trampled over mere mortals like you.
We're survivors of the killing game, bitch.
Vashnes, you transformed every single soldier of yours into a combat organism. Honestly, they would have fared better as humans. In the end, your own tyranny was your downfall.
I don't know if they would have fared better as humans, given what we did to them at the mansion. We kind of just massacred them in one blow.
Is that why I didn't see a single human in that large army? Cammy's right. We would have had a harder time making ourselves fight Rego humans.
You have no regard for any human life other than your own.
Although I suppose we would have hesitated a lot more if we were fighting other humans, right? We that could have been the difference. The psychological harm it would have done, forcing us to kill our own.
That arrogant refusal to believe in anyone was the reason for your defeat, Veshness.
Arrogance befits my station as God! It is only right I should decide what my people become!
This old hag is irredeemable!
She truly believes she's a god now.
Well, she's a fallen god, that's for sure. And, well, she's gonna lift us up into the heavens, thanks to her blood.
Veshness, if you really want to get closer to God, I'll help you by sending your soul to the heavens.
Oh, damn, Takumi. I don't think she's going to the heavens, though, that's for sure.
Your cryptoglobin will come all the way to the artificial satellite with us.
Oh, that's what you meant. Yes.
That's where we will live in undisturbed peace, never needing to kill another person again.
While you fizzle out in outer space, sputtering us into our sanctuary, I gripped my sword and walked toward Veshness. The final murder should be carried out by the leader. By me.
Step away! What are you doing?
Getting more blood on my hands, and not a baby's one this time. I raised my sword.
No!
I guess killing the babe is a lot more tolerable than killing the baby. And I dealt the finishing blow to Veshness, ending the war once and for all. Okay, well, we didn't get that usual cutscene of us charging towards her. But then again, we need her blood for the fuel. And then came day 100. We all boarded the escape pod together. And finally blasted off into space. Wow, we did some serious improvements to the escape pod. We've got reclining chairs now. Whereas, you know, when we normally see it, it's just a big void, like the Among Us ship when you're in the lobby, ready to start the game.
Look! Up ahead! It's the artificial satellite!
Oh, it even has windows, too. Love to see it.
Oh, we're almost to the new world, Sister Dearest. What do you feel like having when we land on it?
Did you hear that, infant? We will be reaching the artificial satellite soon.
Oh, that's nice, though, that we get to keep the baby alive at this time. Sorry, I just refrained from... I just used the name that he's got for the route, just to keep that consistent. But yeah, like, normally he doesn't really survive, and so this time he actually gets to not only survive, but come with us to the artificial satellite.
We'll take you out of the capsule once we arrive, all right? Don't worry. As your older sister, I'll be sure to raise you into a fine young man.
Oh my, older sister.
Wait. What? You're going to raise the infant? Does that make him my little brother?
Oh, that is actually kind of sweet.
I can't wait to start my new life up there. I've never had roommates before.
Well, we've definitely earned this ending. Jeez, we went through so much.
We gotta go house hunting right away. We'll need to find a place and sign the lease like today.
Calm down, calm down. We don't even have a mortgage or anything.
I don't know. Wouldn't tomorrow be better? I'd really rather just rest for today.
House hunting is a battle of its own. The good ones will get snapped up if we don't act quickly.
Okay, it's not like we're all conquering the place at once, okay? There's probably a real estate market that's already established. Besides, don't we get, like, I don't know, rocket lag? Not quite jet lag, but...
You're not being serious enough about this, Takumi.
Oh god. This is all falling apart before we've even landed on the satellite.
Okay. Sorry.
We know who wears the pants in this relationship, at least.
Yeah.
If the hen pecking ever gets too tedious for you, the door to my room is always open.
It's just on the other side of the house, Takumi. Then Tsubasa won't be able to hear us.
Don't forget, I'll be in the same house too, Takumi.
Alright, fine. Let's just have a foursome already. Jesus.
I won't let you have your naughty way with Mistress Tsubasa. I'll be glaring at you every step of the way.
Please do not watch, okay? I don't need to see your eyeballs blinking in the window as we're, you know, doing the deed or whatever we're doing.
I was her first kiss, and I'll never let you forget that.
Doubtami, you and I will have to settle this between us one day.
I guess it wasn't settled when we got her to blow up. As we bantered, the artificial satellites slowly drew closer. We knew our life there wouldn't always be sunshine and rainbows, of course. As returning war veterans, we would probably feel out of place in civilian society. Life may not play out exactly as we imagined. I wouldn't even put it past them to treat us as war criminals, the ones who let the Exodus project fail. And there would be plenty of sleepless nights as we remembered the terrible things we'd done. We'd seen and experienced too much death to ever live in complete peace. But together, we could handle anything. No matter what the future ended up throwing at us, there was no trial we couldn't overcome together. As long as we had each other and the light of hope, we could go anywhere and do anything. That was the lesson we had learned from the last 100 days of death and betrayal. We would never lose sight of that ray of hope we fought so hard to grasp. That was the promise I made to myself as we finally set foot on the artificial satellite. We made it. We did it! Ending 87, Killing Game Root. Of course, that's what it's called. Hope from Despair. Well, that's day 100 for us. I don't know how long it's going to take to explore these other alternate routes here, but I think we've got time to hopefully see what happens. I guess we go backwards from the end, kill the baby. This time, I guess we will be slaughtering him. For better or worse. I'm prepared to see how the baby handles it, given that he's been stalking us for the past day. Is he gonna practice self-defense? Let's take a look at what we missed out on. God, Takumi. I see your resolve there on your face. There's no other way. I have to kill the baby. It was my responsibility as leader to ensure everyone made it to the artificial satellite safely. For that to happen, I had to stain my hands with blood one last time. But I can't do it now. Someone was bound to notice me walking into the defense room in broad daylight, not to mention the undying flames, right? Wouldn't he just keep them up? I don't want anyone to see me doing this. I decided I would do it secretly, in the middle of the night, away from the watchful eyes of others. Day 93. In the middle of the night, I quietly made my way to the door in front of the defense room. God, remember all those episodes ago in Route Zero where I was like, oh my god, what's on the other side of this door? The Undying Flames, why is that here? God, seems so long ago now. The baby's on the other side of this door. He was generating Undying Flames in his capsule even as I stood there. God, just the thought of killing poor baby, you know? Like, in this vulnerable state. The door was protected by Undying Flames, too. I remember the despair I got when Ato freaking killed him in Route Zero. They would rekindle almost instantly, even with repeated use of fire extinguishers. With Undying Flames that not even fire extinguishers could put out, this room was an impregnable fortress. But that wouldn't be a problem for me in this enhanced suit. Oh, you think of everything, Takumi. The suit Hideko retrieved for us at the cost of her life, and the suit Ato left behind. Commune combined the materials of both to create an enhanced suit that could even withstand the heat of Undying Flames. If the Undying Flames can't hurt me, this door is no longer unassailable, and this hydraulic hammer should be more than enough to break it down. Guys, I'm going to get us what we need. The cryptoglobin we need to launch the escape pod. As I mumbled those words under my breath, I took a step closer to the door, and then he showed up. What the? You! The ghost boy suddenly manifested in front of the very door protecting his physical form. He chose a really bad time to show up again after such a long absence. Why are you so surprised? Aren't you here to kill me? No, of course not. I went to make sure you're getting enough formula, you know? You don't need to hide it from me, Takumi. I have a good grasp on the situation. You need to kill me for my cryptoglobin to power the escape pod you found underground, right?
Huh?
How did you know? I thought you weren't feeling well enough to move around. I told you that like 60 days ago. There's a thing called recovery. To inform you about something, I will keep it short. I am not feeling very well right now.
Huh?
Not feeling well? In what sense? Right. Can't tell because I'm in this form. Basically, I'm sick. How did that happen? There is a particular space known as blood space in this world. It is a distinct space filled with cryptoglobin energy. However, a malicious aura from the future has been seeping into a certain part of that space. My true form, the baby, is being badly affected by that aura. This may sound strange, but the blood space corruption was purified a little while ago, and I suddenly recovered. For the last few days, I've been going around school every night to gather information and figure out the reason for my sudden recovery. That's when I saw you discussing my assassination with a girl I'd never seen before. You heard me talking with Commune? You were talking about whether or not you would kill me. I've been watching you since yesterday to see what decision you'd end up making. And as I expected, you've decided to kill me. How very disappointing. So, you're here to stop me? I wish I could. After all, who would want to die right after recovering from an illness? Yeah, that does sound like you've had a shitty 93 days, but I can assure you, mine weren't that much better. Unfortunately, my powers are useless against you. Right, because we're in the suit. Undying flames have no effect on that strange suit you're wearing. That's why you wore it here, right? Looks like my guess was correct. I'm powerless to stop you from committing this crime. I mean, you could try and wake up the others, I guess. Maybe that would stop me. Suddenly, something happened to the Undying Flames protecting the door. They completely vanished.
Huh?
Did you do that? But why? It's pointless to fight back. I've decided to accept my death gracefully. Go ahead and kill me, Takumi. It's okay. The escape pod needs my cryptoglobin to fly, right? You're willing to die to help us?
Huh?
All of you have been fighting so hard to defend my body from the invaders, after all. It's only right that I do something for you in return. I was touched to my core by the baby's kind-heartedness. If only you had the same mercy, Takumi. Now we could go to the artificial satellite without fighting Vishnis. But I need you to promise me one thing. What is it? I don't mind you using my cryptoglobin to power the escape pod for the others, but...
You can't get on that pod, Takumi.
Oh.
Huh?
What? Why not? Think about it. Think about everything you've done. You killed Eito before he even did anything on day 2, and now you're trying to kill a defenseless baby. Okay, well, with all due respect, Eito was the second sponsor of the Invader Hunt killing game. I think I'm justified in killing it. You're dangerous. Letting you on the satellite could cause trouble for a lot of people. So I want you to die with me. Here on this planet. That's, it's pretty harsh, but fair. It seemed like the Ghost Boy had got the impression I was some kind of heartless serial killer. Is he wrong? But who could blame him? I'd killed a lot of people. And now I was trying to do the same to him. If you promise me you won't take the escape pod to the artificial satellite, I'll give you my word. I'll let you use me as fuel without any resistance. Did I want to stay behind on Earth by myself? Of course not. I had my own dreams, and I wanted to see how the others fulfilled theirs as well. I couldn't bear to accept this condition, but... All right. I promise.
I won't get on the escape pod. I'll stay here.
I made a promise I didn't intend to keep. Oh, Takumi, you slimeball. Oh my god. The baby would be dead by then, so it wouldn't matter anyway. You really think he didn't think of that? Like, I'm sure there's gonna be something. That's a relief. My life won't have been wasted if I can take you down with me. Damn, the way he said that. You can really tell he does feel contempt for us. He's so, friendly in the other ones, apart from, I guess, serial battles, but that's another thing entirely. He sounded truly relieved when he said that. A moment later, he vanished. I just can't seem to get away from the bad guy role. Communicating directly with the person I was about to kill only added to the weight of my guilt, but there was no time for hesitation. It was time to carry out my final murder. There was no need to stay in the suit now that the undying flames were gone. I took it off and transformed into my class armor instead. Then I started breaking down the door. Without the flames to protect it, it didn't stand a chance. Slowly but steadily, the door began to crumble under my attacks. Damage grew heavier and heavier, until at long last, it was completely destroyed. I dashed right into the defense room without stopping. No time to lose. Dragging his ass towards the escape pod. With a loud cry, I charged toward the baby's capsule. I had a strong feeling my guilt would paralyze me if I hesitated for even a moment. So I just kept running with all my strength. Don't stay calm. Get agitated. Throw out all your common sense. I kept repeating those words to myself as I raised my sword, and with a racing heart, sliced through the capsule with the baby still inside it. Wowza.
System down. System down.
I thought we were supposed to bring him towards Commune.
Emergency. Emergency. Switching to reserve power supply. Restore system immediately.
The emergency announcement began playing as I took the baby's body out of the capsule.
Full system. Error. Emergency.
Okay, I guess we killed the baby, but we didn't absorb him just yet.
Reserve power depleted. All systems shutting down. All systems shutting down.
The lights went out. I quickly ran through the Bedarkin school campus. Wow, I haven't seen that word before. Jeez. I handed the body over to Commune, who had been waiting in the storeroom.
Takumi, you did as I asked. I am sorry you always have to be forced to take on the painful responsibilities. I am truly sorry.
You just want to live too. And I'm just a tool. Never mind that. Just get the escape pod ready. I'll go call the others. Yeah, the undying flame wall will be going down. I ran up the stairs of the school toward the roof. Wake up, everyone! Head to the escape pod hangar right now! Didn't they wake up from the alarm? Wake up! The escape pod is ready! I pounded on every door on the roof to wake everyone up.
What happened?
Is there an enemy attack? Just head to the hangar now! Everybody, wake up! I ferried my confused friends toward the underground hangar. Everybody crowded into the escape pod.
What's going on? I thought we couldn't use the escape pod without Veshness's cryptoglobin.
Did you find a substitute?
In a manner of speaking.
Who in the world could sub for Veshness?
Hey,
I'm sure you would
wait.
sub for Veshness.
What do we do about the invader army? I glanced out of the window as we were running here, and the wall of fire was gone.
Exactly why we're rushing.
The school's completely defenseless right now.
Isn't the wall of fire powered by the baby in the defense room?
It was.
If the wall is down, something must have happened to the baby. And here's the escape pod suddenly ready to take off. Does that mean the fuel being used to power this pod is...
An infant, yes.
Takumi! You didn't!
The jig was up. My friends had figured out I'd done the unforgivable once more. God, I'm the gift that keeps on giving. I closed my eyes and kept silent, fearful they would turn on me. However... Tsubasa and Yugamu each took one of my hands into theirs and squeezed hard. Tightly, without saying anything. I'll share your guilt with you. That was what it felt like they were trying to tell me.
I'm sorry, Takumi.
You did that despicable deed? For us?
That's the Grim Reaper for you.
That makes us accomplices.
No. It was all me.
You should have just let me tank bad guy roles like this.
One by one, the others started commiserating with me. The moment it hit me that they weren't going to despise me, tears of relief started welling up in my eyes. It made my desire to go to the artificial satellite with these people even stronger than before.
Commune? How long until takeoff?
Just a little more. The takeoff sequence is proceeding smoothly. We just have to trick the AI into thinking today is day 100.
Okay, can you do that? As soon as she said that, the inside of the pod started shaking, making it difficult for us to keep standing.
To your seats! This is gonna be a rough launch. Expect at least 8G.
8G?
What the heck's 8G? I didn't know phone tech was that advanced already.
I think she means the gravitational force pushing against our bodies when we take off.
How strong is 8G?
8 times 1G.
Strong enough to rip your heart out of your body if you don't strap down. Get to your seats, everyone!
We quickly found our seats and buckled up. At around the same time...
An omnidirectional attack will launch in 400 seconds.
Oh yeah, we've definitely accelerated to day 100.
Leading up to the omnidirectional attack, all defenses will be rerouted to the intercept system.
Uh-oh. Did the baby meddle with the intercept system? It was like, identify if Takumi is on that pod.
Special Defense Unit members, please board the escape pod in the schoolyard immediately.
The announcement that was supposed to play on day 100 blared out from the hangar speakers. Commune had successfully hacked the system and tricked the AI into thinking it was day 100. My heart was racing and my breathing became faster. Finally, we were finally returning to the artificial satellite. All our dreams were going to come true.
I want to make something like this for the street kids once we get to the artificial satellite.
Feeding hungry kids on the streets is going to be our way of atoning for what we've done.
Aww.
Next time, I'll be on the life-saving side. It's the only way I can atone for what I've done.
Maybe my story can even be something that brings comfort to others.
I guess I'll always be the bad guy. The one who does what nobody else can, you know?
Then I'd be just like Mistress Hideko.
I intend to do for Commune everything my mom couldn't do for me.
It felt like so long.
Yes, but everything is over now. Once the next announcement plays, this pod will be ejected to the schoolyard. After that, it goes directly to the artificial satellite.
An omnidirectional attack will launch in 390 seconds.
As the second announcement played, the shaking in the escape pod became even more intense.
It's finally time! Let's go!
Special Defense Unit members, please board the escape pod in the schoolyard immediately.
To outer space we go!
Is it like not gonna launch unless I get off or something? Because it keeps saying like board the escape pod.
Wow! I'm actually starting to get excited!
We're all here.
An omnidirectional attack will launch momentarily.
It's over, Takumi. Yeah. It feels like it's been a really long nightmare.
Please depart immediately after boarding the escape pod.
This long and hellish nightmare of ours was finally ending today. We were going to the artificial satellite.
Repeat. An omnidirectional attack will launch moment.
Takumi! Huh? Get out! Evacuate! The announcement got cut off halfway. It wasn't just the announcement. All the mechanical noises around us had stopped. The inside of the pod was eerily silent.
What's happening?
What's going on? We out of power?
Has the takeoff been reset?
Commune, what is this?
I don't understand. Why was the takeoff aborted at this stage?
Commune stood up from her seat in a fluster and booted up the internal PC to check what had caused the disruption.
What? Insufficient propellant energy? That is impossible!
Oh my god. Is it because we've seen that he's able to persist after he dies, right? That's what happened when we killed Ato and absorbed him. He was still around, like the last vestiges of him. Is this what's happening here? Like, he's using what's left of his life to fuck us over so long as I'm still in the escape pod?
Not even the baby's blood is strong enough to power the escape pod?
Or is it like this, where he's just like, yeah, you can kill me. It'll be fine. No, would he do that?
It can't be. His cryptoglobin was supposed to be in a league of its own.
Exactly! For it to be insufficient is inconceivable.
Okay, yeah, he's definitely messed with it.
Just 1 second ago, the power was so strong, I was having trouble keeping it in check.
Commune kept staring at the screen, completely stunned.
The energy in the propellant keeps going down even as we speak. It's almost as if it's deliberately refusing to allow us to take flight.
Oh shit. You thought you could get away with it, Takumi? You sly dog. The moment Commune said that, I suddenly remembered what had transpired before. The promise I made to the baby just before he died. But I need you to promise me one thing. What is it? I don't mind you using my cryptoglobin to power the escape pod for the others, but...
You can't get on that pod, Takumi.
Come on, Takumi, it's time to step off. The jig is up. Again. Was the escape pod being stalled from taking off because I broke my promise? It wasn't even a promise you made, you jackass. It was a blatant lie. Was his will preventing me from reaching the artificial satellite? Should have gotten off the pod the moment I realized I was the one holding it back. Everyone would be saved then. Everyone except me, but... I just couldn't give up on my dream. Oh, Takumi, you selfish bastard. Becoming roommates with Tsubasa, Yugamu, and Darumi on the artificial satellite. Happily living day to day despite being dirt poor. I did the unforgivable so that we could attain that dream together. Killing all those people would be for nothing if I died here. Not true. Tsubasa and Yugamu survived because you killed all those people. I couldn't bear to get off the escape pod. Oh my god. You're gonna doom everyone! Weighed down by my hopes and dreams for the future, my body simply refused to move.
Isn't there anything we can do?
God, he's like, oh man, I did all this so they could achieve their dream. They're not gonna achieve their dream without me. I guess we're all going down then.
We just need cryptoglobin, right? Kill me and take mine!
Aw, Ema, what the hell, dude?
Mine too! I'd gladly die to make sure Mr. Tsubasa stays alive! What the heck are you two suggesting? That's not happening!
Calm down, brother dearest!
No. I should be the one to get off. A leader shouldn't cling to life so disgracefully. It was my duty to sacrifice myself and save the others. Get off. Get off, get off, get off, get off, get off, get off! Get off the stupid pod, Takumi! But I still couldn't muster up the resolve. Oh my god. You mustered up the resolve to kill a baby, but you can't muster the resolve to get off a pod that you promised you would? The thought that I'd never see my friends again paralyzed me. Nozomi, Ema, Kako, Darumi, Yugamu, Commune, and I would never see Tsubasa again either. No, you wouldn't, but at least she'd be alive! Same with Nozomi and all the rest of your friends. The announcement alerting us that time was up echoed through the inside of the pod.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
I thought the alarm couldn't go off if the... I thought the alarm goes off when the Undying Flames are disturbed, but there's no Undying Flames to disturb at this point. Veshnes must have mobilized her army to attack the school after noticing the wall of fire had disappeared, not to mention the power's off. There was no time for us to escape anymore. Our big gamble had failed. What? Your big gamble? Your gamble that he wouldn't even notice you on the pod after you promised you wouldn't be there? All because I shamelessly tried to survive alongside the others. We quickly rushed out of the pod to take on Veshnes and her troops. The invader army wasn't as large as I had imagined, probably because she had to mobilize early. Veshnes must have organized her troops in a hurry to seize the window of opportunity while the wall of fire was down. We were more or less evenly matched with her hastily thrown together squad. Invaders came swarming into the school from all directions, and all we could do was kill, 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 kill. By around daybreak, we had virtually annihilated all invaders except for Veshnes and her main force. All that remained was the Supreme Commander herself. If we could take her out, we could survive this! We were so close to a miraculous victory! But it wasn't meant to be. That's because I'm not in control. Unfortunately, it's all cutscene power. Our greatest weapon, the Revivomatic, broke down from overuse. God. Unable to come back to life, we started losing our lives one after another. And in the end, though we barely managed to defeat Veshnes, She took each and every one of us down with her. Just like that. Oh my god, I would have been so infuriated if that happened, just because Takumi is such a selfish asshole, dude. We've already seen, like, he's been selfless from time to time, and I can't believe at the 11th hour, he was like, no, you know what? Screw my friends. I'm going with them. Killing Game Root, ending 86. So close, and yet so far. Okay, next up, who will you fight first? Dal Shah. I wonder how long this is going to take. Only one way to find out. We chose to take on the sponsor first. I reasoned, I think, that the sponsor would do something to sabotage us during our fight. Like maybe make sure the poison doesn't work or something. I don't know. Let's find out. Dal Shah, you are our #1 target. You're at the top of the leaderboard on our bounty hunting list. We'll fight Dal Shah. It's way better if we can avoid fighting the sponsor. We have no idea what they might throw at us after all. Avoiding fighting an unknown entity sounds logical to me.
Then our next opponent is Dal Shah. I'll give it all I've got this time. That ogre popped me like a balloon. I need to get my revenge.
Commune, please get to work on the poison for Dal Shah.
Indeed. Follow my divine footsteps towards your fated victory. Commune, I'll help you. I have a bit of medical knowledge.
If I recall, Dal Shah said something after we fought him last time. He said he'd come to the school. We will start anew. Next time, it will be at your school. If he says he's going to come to us, then we'll let him. We'll set up poison traps around the school grounds and be ready and waiting to engage. We'll intercept him. It was settled. We wouldn't participate in round 4. Instead, we made steady preparations for whenever Dal Shah eventually showed up. Okay. Do we get a bunch of free time? Or are we just going to go straight to him invading the school, I guess? Day 87. Day 87 was when Dal Shah finally showed up at the school. But his entrance completely defied our expectations, in more ways than one. Dal Shah just walked right onto school grounds! After finding him standing out there, we rushed out of the school and over to where he was standing. When did you get here?
What happened to the alarm? Why didn't it go off?
Alarm? What are you talking about?
Is this a commander? Yeah, his name is Dal Shah. He's incredibly strong, so look out. I was watching from the roof. He just walked through the wall of fire like it was nothing. This old-timer has to be basically invincible if Undying Flames can't even touch him.
Damn it, this wasn't in the plan. The fight wasn't supposed to start like this. Yeah, we were supposed to wake up and see him right next to me after a wonderful night of enjoying a festival. It was all so sudden that we were thrown off. It was going to be hard for us to even fight properly now. I'll give you 1 minute. Calm your minds and prepare to battle. With that, Dal Shah turned away and put some distance between us. Isn't the sponsor, like, wondering what the hell we're doing? Because we didn't play the Invader Hunt for the past, 4 days?
He's waiting? He did mention he didn't like to do sneak attacks or something before, right?
Well, this wasn't exactly a sneak attack. He was waiting for us. Looks like we've been saved by his code of chivalry. Yeah. We were about to get completely wiped out before we could even get started. We calmed ourselves during the minute we were given. And then we began our battle against the practically invincible commander. Okay, we do get to fight him after all. I'm pretty sure this is a skippable one, though. Here he goes.
Let us begin. Come and prepare to die.
If this dialogue's the same, I guess we'll just skip it.
This is our last fight. Everybody, stick to the plan.
I mean, the sponsor still exists, though.
What plan? Nobody told us anything.
We have traps buried around the school grounds. We just have to get him to step on one.
We didn't have our war council this time.
Reckless attacks will get you killed. We're going to need to use our wits for this fight.
Okay. Dal Shah. See you later, buddy. We did get to beat Dal Shah. I wonder what's changed, though. No interference from the sponsor. Unless it happens now.
So I've lost. The time of my destruction is upon me. But I have no regrets. I die a warrior.
I still don't get it. Deep down, doesn't everyone want to keep on living?
Especially you, Takumi, after what I just saw. A horrendous display of selfishness.
In this world, sometimes death is more constructive than continuing to live. When I defied that woman, I was ousted from my position as a hero. Imprisoned. I despaired of dying in that emptiness. I am truly grateful you all appeared. Because now I can die on the battlefield as a warrior.
Yeah? Wait till the bees come.
Thank you for fighting honorably.
You could have massacred us if you'd opted for a sneak attack instead.
Yeah. I'm glad you were the last enemy we had to face.
It was an honor to have you as my last opponents as well. You are all true warriors. Now, finish me off like the warriors you are, and enjoy your reward of life.
Okay. If we could get Dalshah's cryptoglobin, we could take the escape pod of the artificial satellite. I held my sword over my head, ready to end Dalshah's life. Before I could say anything in response. The bees! The sponsor's bees descended furiously from above. What are these insects? They lifted Dalshah's body high up in the air, and before I could so much as blink, they had sucked all the blood out of him.
Bravo! A truly incredible victory!
Yeah, okay, so yeah, this is about what I expected.
Beating an unfair boss like that means you really are top-class hunters!
Suddenly appearing out of nowhere, the sponsor took control of the sea.
Oh, great. You're always just in time to ruin things.
Get out of here! I don't even want to look at you!
What are you doing here, sponsor? This isn't your scene. Drop Dalshah's cryptoglobin and get lost.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Takumi! I'm so glad to see you're feeling better!
Yeah, especially after your childish-ass insults.
But if you're not sick anymore, you should really be hunting. That invader hunt without you is hardly worth running. Turns out, every good game needs the villain. A savage murderer like you.
The way he's just hamming up his voice. I mean, I know it's all squeaky and whatnot. I don't know if it was altered in post. I mean, obviously it was altered in post. That's such a silly thing to say, but I don't know if he voiced it with the squeakiness in mind at the time of recording.
Shut up and give us the cryptoglobin. Do you want me to kill you right here?
Okay, settle down. I'll give your prize back here.
Sponsor cleared their throat and began to imitate the previous sponsor.
I shall divide this mighty prize among only the most excellent of my hunters. I'll split Dalshah's cryptoglobin between the current 3 top players.
Okay, what's the catch?
In first, Garubi Amamiya. In second, Takumi Surino. In third, Yugamu Amakagi. These 3 will receive the reward. Now then, please accept my gift.
Cannot take him seriously. The sponsor used the bees to distribute syringes filled with Dalshah's cryptoglobin to the top 3 hunters. Something tells me this isn't enough to fuel our escape pod. All of Dalshah's cryptoglobin ended up in the hands of our team. In other words, we'd be able to launch the escape pod. No. There's a catch. I desperately fought to keep the smile off my face. I was so happy on the inside that I wanted to dance, but I couldn't show off my emotions in front of the sponsor. I needed to tread carefully until we launched the escape pod. With joy in our hearts, knowing we'd outwitted the sponsor, our team left the schoolyard. Okay, well, I got my S rank too. With Dalshah's cryptoglobin in hand, we headed right for the hangar. We ran down the halls at full tilt. Except the escape pod was blown up again. We arrived at the gym, then through the hole hidden under the loose floorboard. We went to the escape pod hangar. No, it's still one piece. Commune, we got Dalshah's cryptoglobin. We finally did it. Commune, give me a high five. We held up our hard-won syringes of cryptoglobin and announced the good news to Commune, but... Commune? Oh, God. Maybe she's taking a nap.
Hey, little shrine maiden girl, come on out already.
We called out, but Commune didn't come. She must be focused on her work inside the pod. I checked inside, but there was no sign of her in the escape pod either.
Why? Why isn't she here?
Oh, God.
I told her it was dangerous, so she needed to stay put.
But maybe that was what caused her to die?
Maybe she noticed we were fighting Dal Shah and went to see how it was going.
She was really worried about whether we'd be able to win.
Let's look for her. We can't let the twins find her.
Oh God, really? She's more than likely a target of the invader hunt. If the twins find her, they might go after her in hopes of getting her points. Like what happened with Ava. I forgot that we hadn't exactly recruited them yet. That was why he was confused about the poison plan. We sprinted out of the storeroom and looked all over the school. In every classroom. That graffiti still there. The infirmary. The war room. The brick room. But no matter where we looked, there was no sign of her. We regrouped in the gym. She's not here. We can't find her anywhere.
Commune! Where did you go? Stay calm, Nozomi. It's okay, we're gonna find her.
But if we still haven't found her, it's possible someone took her.
What?
If it was Ema or Kako, they might have already taken her outside the school.
Since there's no points if you don't hunt him outside, then we need to hurry. We should all search outside.
We ran through the entrance into the schoolyard in search of Commune, but we found someone blocking our way. The sponsor himself. The sponsor.
What's the rush? Is it track and field day?
Move! We don't have time for you right now! We squeezed past the sponsor and started to run for the wall of fire. Squeezed past the sponsor in some wide open schoolyard.
Are you perhaps looking for someone?
Huh?
I skidded to a halt in the dirt and whirled around to face the sponsor. Don't tell me.
Did you take Commune? Commune?
Oh, it's still Nozomi's name.
You mean that shrine maiden looking girl?
How? Of all the people to find her, why the sponsor?
Where are you hiding her? Give her back! Give her back right now! No, Nozomi, if you attack them, you'll be breaking the rules.
Tsubasa just barely managed to restrain Nozomi from grabbing the sponsor. Sponsor. You abducted her, didn't you?
Oh my god, you snatched a little girl, you big freak? You better give her back! Make it quick and I won't tell everyone you're a sick pedo! Can we leave words like abducted and pedo out of this? I was just doing your job of capturing a stray invader loitering on school property. You should be thanking me.
I knew it. She must have realized we were fighting and gone to check on us. Unfortunately, she must have run into the sponsor. Give her back! Give Commune back!
Please! Give me back my sister!
The sponsor silently stared at Nozomi as she screamed. They must have found it amusing. They love toying with people's emotions. What do you want, sponsor? What do we have to do to get you to give her back? Tell us what you want right now!
Can you stop accusing me of kidnapping? I swear I didn't snatch that invader girl.
Liar. Then where is she?
What a strange question. She's been with you this whole time.
Oh my god! She's in our syringes! Holy shit! What are you even saying?
I mean, I just handed her out to the top 3 players.
Handed her out? You mean the syringes? What do those have to do? Then it hit me. A vicious chill ran down my spine. Oh my god, you diabolical bastard! I immediately pulled the syringe out of my pocket. No way. That's Dal Shah's cryptoglobin in there. It has to be.
It wasn't all that much, but that little girl had some cryptoglobin inside of her. I sucked it out of her and put it in that syringe along with Dal Shah's. A special blood donation service for my hardest workers.
The sponsor's laughter echoed across the school grounds. My head spun and I nearly collapsed on the spot. That means, while we were fighting Dal Shah, Commune was already...
No, you're lying. You have to be lying.
Yeah, I don't believe it. You're messing with us.
If that's what you think, then take a look. Maybe you'll at least manage to find her body.
Commune, where are you? Nozomi was walking on unsteady legs, her expression stunned.
Commune, where are you? Answer me, please!
After that, we walked every inch of the school in search of Commune. The sponsor was just lying. There was no way she could be dead. That's what we wanted to believe, but... After night fell, we found a body in the corner of the schoolyard. It was drained of cryptoglobin and completely desiccated. But we were sure it was her. Wouldn't she still have her, like, Shrine Maiden clothes? Or, like, remnants of it? Whoa, that was a scream and a half from Nozomi. Goodness gracious. Wait, Nozomi! I couldn't stop her. She was mad with grief knowing her little sister had been killed. Driven by pure loathing, she charged at the sponsor. I can't even replicate it. Nozomi's attack didn't even graze them through the protection of the bees. And as punishment for violating the rules, she was executed. Bloody hell. Oops. Wow. Ending 85. A cruel end for Commune. Holy Eito, man, I swear that guy's nuts. Okay, that's 63 endings. What's next? Ask where the invaders are? No. Alright. We're not going to be able to save Tsubasa and Yugamo, I'm guessing, so they're going to get executed? Only one way to find out. At least it wasn't like an instant game over, you know? Like, when you make the choice, there's still a bit of, like, extra scenes that take place. I can imagine why it doesn't continue to, like, branch out, because that would just be way too much. This route is already pretty dense. I don't need your help. I'll find more school invaders myself.
Stubborn, little Takumi. You'd really rather see Tsubasa die than accept my help?
I won't let that happen! After firmly turning down the sponsor's offer for help, I walked out of the leisure lounge. Then I returned to my room and waited for morning to come. I went outside to hunt for invaders with my usual party and the newly recruited Darumi. We got on the bus, and Tsubasa drove us as far out into the wilderness as she could. An abandoned hospital. An art gallery we stumbled upon. A massive high-rise building. We spent 2 days searching in all kinds of places, but even then... Day 77. One more day. Thank you. Oh, it's evening. On the night of day 77, we still hadn't found any invaders, let alone killed them. So we're only like a couple of hours away from execution time. Damn it, why aren't there invaders anywhere? The enemy must have recalled all their troops still loitering around in the vicinity of the school. Probably so that we can't hunt them anymore.
What do we do now? Mr. Tsubasa's in last place. I don't want her to die. Just kill me for the points now, please. I already said no to that. What's the point of you dying to keep me alive? Make me sad like that one more time and I'll never take a bath with you again.
They're bathing together? No, wait, don't be distracted by that. Tomorrow's the last day of the third round. We can't earn enough points by tomorrow. Tsubasa will be executed at midnight. Sorry, never mind. It's day 78 midnight. As in, like, day 79. I guess having a rematch with Dalsha is the only way out now. Gamu had quietly made the suggestion.
That's super strong, Commander. I didn't even have time to move during the last fight with him.
Yeah, but beating him seems like the only way for us to save Tsubasa. I figure we should give it a shot. I have a feeling we might bump into him somewhere in the desert. Taking our chances with a ridiculously powerful enemy rather than sit around doing nothing was just the kind of reckless plan Yugamo would come up with. I suddenly remembered something the sponsor had said before.
That's right, where you belong. The more desperate someone gets, the more they're willing to dirty their hands to change their situation. How exciting!
We were in such a tight spot that taking a major risk was the only way to turn things around. How's this sound? We'll head for the desert first thing tomorrow morning, find Dalsha and take him down.
That's the only way, right? We'll find. Too bad for you, Dalsha. That old man popped me like a balloon before. I need to get my revenge.
Right. Beating him will get us his cryptoglobin for escape pod fuel as well. 2 birds with 1 stone. Despite our headstrong proclamations, the grim smiles on our faces betrayed our true feelings. For all our psyching ourselves up, deep inside, everyone knew it was virtually impossible for this plan to work. Yep. Sounds about right. I found myself unable to sleep even as the clock ticked over from midnight into the new day. Is this really going to work? Once morning came, we would be seeking out the powerful warrior Dal Shah for battle. Our goal was to earn enough points to pull Tsubasa out of last place. It was the only option we had. Still, we all knew how terrifyingly strong Dal Shah was from our last battle. None of our attacks could even scratch him back then. Isn't there another way? An easier target to earn a large amount of points from. Suddenly, an image surfaced in my head. Oh? Oh, I was gonna say. The faces of Takemaru and his team. Since everyone in the Special Defense Unit were targets as well. We killed them. Tsubasa would be safe. Oh no. No, what am I even thinking? I shook my head vehemently in an attempt to shake that horrifying thought from my mind. Damn, Takumi. Okay. Gotta kill Takemaru? Yeah, I'm sure he wouldn't write a letter begging for forgiveness this time around. How could I abandon my scruples like that? Am I really that desperate? Trying to solve this by killing other friends was out of the question. I'd be playing right into the sponsor's hands. Come on, think. What are our other options? Something with a high success rate that didn't involve harming our allies and ensured Tsubasa's survival. I mean, if that existed, surely Takemaru would go after it. I tossed and turned in my bed, thinking the problem over all through the night. There had to be a better way to save Tsubasa from certain execution. Before long, morning had arrived. Wait, that's it. As the morning sun lit up my room, a light bulb lit up in my head. I had found a way to save Tsubasa. Not just that, this method would prevent all future deaths in the game as well. I quickly went about getting things ready for my newly hatched plan. Once I was done... What's the plan, Takumi? What's the plan? Share it with the class, please. Oh dear. Tsubasa and I took the school bus out of the academy together. Is he gonna let her kill him? After we reached flat ground, Tsubasa switched the bus to cruise control and came to sit by me. What's this all about, Takumi? You made me drive off in such a hurry. I mean, I don't mind, but shouldn't we have gotten Yugamu and Darumi as well? They don't have to come along for this. This is our escape. Just you and me. Our escape? Yes. We're running away. Oh god. Something tells me this isn't gonna work. From the sponsor. And their bees. I looked up at the sky from the window and saw a single bee tailing the bus. That bee was the game monitor, put there to stop the participants from escaping the hunt. It would follow us to the ends of the earth, so running away was pointless. Or so we had been made to think. The truth was... Will that bee really follow us everywhere we go? Couldn't we just kill the one bee? Yuriko did it. If we use the bus to cover more ground, maybe we can wear it down eventually. But that bee's physical abilities have been enhanced with hemoanima. It's not going to get tired that easily, right? I have no idea. But it's worth a shot. No one's ever seriously tried running away from the game before. If we do manage to get away safely, you'll be saved. Not only that, but no one else will need to be executed in your place either. Because according to the rules, only the person in the last place of each round gets executed. If Tsubasa kept running away while she was in last place, nobody would ever be executed again. Boom, checkmate. Found a loophole. That was how the game would have to go, according to its own rules. But doesn't that mean we'll never be able to go back to the school? We're excommunicado now. Yeah, but don't worry. I've stocked the bus with more than enough food, water, and fuel to last us for a long, long time. Okay? But will it last forever? It's not the food I'm worried about. Why are you here with me? No, you can't go back either. Me? Oh, don't sweat it. Just like that? Shouldn't you think this through a little more? What's there to think about? I packed all this food and drink, but I still only brought one blanket, if you know what I mean. Tsubasa was the most important person in the world to me, so I chose to go with her. It was as simple as that. Takumi, really are an idiot. She smiled, looking a little exasperated with me. Yeah, but we're up against the likes of Eito Atsuki, okay? I'm sure he's got a backup plan. You're so reckless. Maybe a bee's hiding under the seat. That's his specialty. Or maybe Daredevil is a better word in this case. What were you expecting? Love is blind, after all. Love? Cut it out, you sound like some sleazy pickup artist. Tsubasa ran back to the driver's seat with a bright red face. But she was laughing, I saw it. After that, we continued to drive the bus, never stopping once. Tsubasa taught me how to drive so I could take over on roads with fewer obstacles. A few hours after driving around in shifts, I looked out of the window and realized something.
It's gone. It's gone.
It got tired, so it kind of just landed on top of the bus. It is just gonna. It figured out, you know what? This is the best way to conserve energy.
The bee that's been following us is gone.
Really? It finally gave up?
Yeah, but we can't assume anything yet. We should keep going, just to be sure.
You know what I think? I think the worst part is that Takumi went with Tsubasa, because we know it's Eito under the sponsor's suit. He just wants to torment Takumi. So, you know, if Takumi didn't go with Tsubasa, he'd just focus all his efforts on Takumi and leave Tsubasa out there alone. But since he's here, I'm sure he's not going to stop pursuing us. We kept on driving the bus for a few more hours. Eventually, it became dark outside.
I can't see in front of us at all. Are you sure we can't use the headlights?
I don't think that's a good idea. Bugs are drawn to bright lights at night, aren't they?
There are too many obstacles lying around here for us to use cruise control. I guess the safest option is to stop for now.
And make sure that the bus is airtight.
Yeah. I don't see the bee anywhere. We'll stop here and rest until the sun comes back up.
Of course, you can't see the bee anywhere. It's nighttime. I'm telling you, it just like landed on top of the bus and is having a nap. We found a spot behind some ruins where we could park the bus and nap until morning. We huddled together under the same blanket, just like the last time.
Our great escapade went pretty well.
The sponsor must be panicking. Now they can't execute you for being in last place.
Yeah, totally. The execution had been scheduled to take place at midnight, but it was already long past that time. We'd successfully escaped from the invader hunt.
Oh boy, this is honestly a huge relief. I don't think we could ever have beaten Dal Shah.
Yep, but we're just gonna be looking over our shoulders for the rest of our lives.
I was so sure today would be my last day on Earth. I couldn't sleep a wink last night.
You're so silly. I promised I wouldn't let you die, remember?
Yeah, well, you have a habit of breaking promises, Takumi.
I'll always be there to protect you.
Tomorrow, too?
Yes. And the day after, and the day after that. Always.
Always. I kept whispering to Tsubasa that I'd protect her forever. That must have made her feel safe, because a few minutes later... she closed her eyes and her breathing started to even out. She was probably tired from the stress and driving all day. I leaned my body against hers and decided to turn in for the night as well. And that was how I fell asleep, with the comforting feel of Tsubasa's warmth next to me. Maybe that was why I had the most beautiful dream that night. A dream I was having a nice, peaceful breakfast back home in the Tokyo residential complex. Mom was smiling happily. Kato and I were smiling happily. It was a scene of a time when I was still ignorant, of a place I held dear in my heart. I had a burning desire to take Tsubasa there. I'd promised to do that for her before. I don't know why I zoomed into Takumi's mom's face. If I showed up at home with a girl, even one who wasn't Kato, I bet Mom would literally start jumping for joy. There we go. She'd cook enough to feed an entire village. So much Tsubasa would feel bad she couldn't eat it all. She'd probably just vomited it out. I would eat surrounded by those I loved. How I longed for that day to come. That was my dream now. I wanted to introduce Tsubasa to my family. That's all it is, though. A dream at this point. You got no way of going back. We could make it come true. I was sure of it. Now that we had safely escaped from the killing game. Oh my god! Ugh! I no longer had to live in fear that my loved ones might die. I didn't even know. Oh god. Tsubasa and I would always be together. I would always be there to protect her. Today, tomorrow, and forever. Until the end of time. Oh man, that CG just creeps me the hell out. Jesus, that gave me goosebumps. Christ. 88. Escaping our fate. Yeah, right. Wow. Okay. That... I told you that bee was hiding on the roof of the bus. Kill Ava? No. Oh my god, we still got so many more to go. Then we got Leave Moko behind. Then we've got Don't Save Darumi. Then we've got Team Up with Yugamu. No. Alright, let's go. Leave Moko behind? No. It's kill Ava. Okay. What happens if we don't kill Ava? I'm gonna bet, like, Takemaru and Co. see that she's there, and they try and kill her themselves. Then Nozomi tries to defend her again. We get into a brawl. People die. Or something of the sort. No, I can't do it. I can't kill you, Ava. You're not thinking clearly, Takumi. If you don't kill me now, Nozomi will die. But I just can't. You're basically an ally to us at this point. Listen to me. You need to do this for Nozomi. You must kill me. Press that button now. You two. What's this killing stuff all about? It's like this, Nozomi. I explained the situation. I told her how Ava was offering to die in order to save her. You can't be serious, Ava. I would never kill you to keep myself alive. Just being able to see you again was good enough for me. I'm ready to die now. Do not speak of death so easily. A kind-hearted child like you deserves to keep on living. I'll say it again. Kill me now. Quick before it's too late. Ava kept yelling at Nozomi to kill her, but Nozomi wouldn't give in. You have to do it. You have to kill me. Why won't you listen to me? Her loud shouts slowly softened into anguished cries. Please, Nozomi.
Please, Nozomi! Please, kill me!
Her desperate pleading was suddenly interrupted by another voice. I knew it! You want to die so much, Ava? You won't mind if I kill you myself, then. What? It's Takemaru! Didn't think Ava would be here, too. We get to hunt 2 commanders at once. Lucky us. The Squad 4 commander's already dead. Killing Ava, too, will put us in the safe spot for a long time to come. Damn it, I forgot about them. I should have known these point grubbers might find Ava as well. Yeah! Sorry, Takemaru, but if it's Ava you want, you'll have to get through me first. Bet. I've been wanting to get revenge for what you did anyway. You're not getting away this time, Ava. Takemaru, please, you can't kill Ava. She has a daughter. Do you really want to make that innocent girl an orphan? Nozomi made a last-ditch attempt to appeal to Takemaru's compassion, but to no avail. Huh? Come get some, Takumi! Huh? Grah! Yeah! A fierce fight against our allies broke out over Ava's fate. Takumi! Nozomi! Halfway through, Tsubasa and Yugamu spotted us and joined the battle, making it even more intense than before. What the hell were you two doing anyway before? Nozomi! Oh shit! When Nozomi got injured, Ava lost her cool and transformed, throwing everything into greater confusion, especially if she generates the mist. You dare hurt my daughter! Duh? You're no mother, just a freaky school invader! We kept fighting each other, to the point that we became unable to clearly discern who was on whose side. Finally, in this enemy base, far away from the academy, the Special Defense Unit was completely annihilated. Not by the enemy, but by each other. Okay, well that was a quick one. Battle for Ava's points. There we go. There's our insta-game over. Yeah, that about turned out exactly as I expected. I knew that Takemaru was going to come running. I didn't realize we'd kill each other, though. I thought they'd kill Ava, secure the points, Nozomi would die, and that would be that. Leave Moko behind! This time around, it's a no, right? We're going to stay with her. To the bitter end. We're all going to die. Alright, Moko, we got your back. The apocalyptic maiden of destruction has backup. No, you can't expect us to agree to that. Forsooth, Lady Moko, it's all for one and one for all.
Don't be a pig-headed numbskull, Takumi. You just don't get it. I told you I made a promise to Kurata. I promised her I'd protect the girls.
But you're a girl too!
Oh shit, you're right.
Actually, that doesn't matter. It's my duty to protect every member of the Alliance.
What that means, Nozomi will...
How about we continue this conversation after we beat the commander? Our grueling battle against the Squad 10 commander raged on.
Yeah!
Ha! Whenever we backed him into a corner, he would slip away, recover, and the whole process began all over again. His ability to turn back time made the battle drag on, but after a long while... Yeah! Yeah! We unleashed a concentrated attack on him, and at long last, we brought the Squad 10 commander down once and for all. Holy shit, we won!
Nozomi!
Nozomi! Oh, but she's dead. Once the commander had fallen, we rushed over to Nozomi to check on her. When we got there, we were relieved to find she was still breathing. We took her back to the school and treated her right away. She could still be saved. Don't die on us, Nozomi! We ran back to the academy as quickly as we could, carrying Nozomi the whole way, even though Tsubasa has a perfectly nice car.
Don't die, Nozomi! Hold on just a little longer.
As I ran, I prayed hard for Nozomi to survive this. I didn't want to see yet another friend dying on me. Especially not Nozomi. I mean, that's the whole reason you came back. I came all the way back to prevent her death in the first place. All that would be for nothing if she died now. Once we get back, I'll grab Yugamu and get him to treat Nozomi's injuries. He's so familiar with the human body, this shouldn't be a problem for him. I kept going through the steps I'd take in my mind as I ran with all my might. Hey guys, was the school always so far away? We'd been running for a while now, but we still couldn't see the wall of fire. Not even a single flame. The huge wall had been a major landmark. It wasn't the kind of thing we could just miss. That's really strange. We're definitely not lost, so... Mayhaps we've been shrunk? What, did the new gang rewind us all the way back in time?
Anyway, this is the right direction, so let's just keep going.
All of us clearly felt this was an ill omen. Nevertheless, we kept running in the direction where the school should be. When we finally arrived, an astonishing sight greeted us. Huh? You could barely recognize the school. Oh! Turumtami came, and we weren't here to protect it.
What happened here?
Why has the school been destroyed?
I don't think this is an illusion this time.
Are you sure this is Last Defense Academy? We didn't take a wrong turn somewhere?
I found it hard to believe this was really our school too. But it was. It was practically in ruins, but there was no mistaking it.
I understand now. The Squad 10 commander was merely a decoy.
A decoy?
He was there to draw out and hold back the majority of the Special Defense Unit's fighters. Then other commanders would be free to destroy the academy while we were occupied.
Of course, that's... smart son of a bitch.
A two-pronged offensive to conquer an enemy stronghold. It's the oldest trick in the book.
Now it made sense why that commander fought so inefficiently and kept dragging the battle out. He was trying to buy the other commanders time to launch their attack. And I'd fallen for the enemy's gambit, leaving the school poorly defended. That in turn had led to its destruction because Takemaru and the twins, they weren't ready for Turumtami's arrival. Shortly after we arrived back, Nozomi died from her injuries. Now that we'd lost our base, we didn't even have anywhere to erect a tombstone for her. All we could do was wander around the town ruins for the rest of our lives. What about the sponsor? Did he just fuck off out of that after that? Holy shit. Ending 90, the Academy falls. Next up, save Dorumi. We said yes, right? So this time, it's a big fat no. Sorry, Dorumi. You gotta be left to your own devices out here. Man. Some chunky endings here. This episode's definitely gone over time, I'm sorry. I just want to avoid another like 20-minute episode to round out a playlist that contains a route, you know? Yugamu was right. If the Anti-Sponsor Alliance got wiped out now, all hope would be lost. The best we could do was survive and carry on Hideko's will. As I made to leave, my gaze fell on her, now on the verge of death.
I'm sorry I couldn't save you, Hideko. But we'll definitely bring down the sponsor. I promise.
Yugamu and I turned around and started running as fast as we could. I'm sorry, Hideko. I'm sorry. I mumbled words of apology over and over again under my breath as we dashed across the town ruins. We made it back to school by the skin of our teeth. I threw myself onto the bed once I was in my room, exhausted from the non-stop fighting since morning. But my heart couldn't rest. The weight of my regret grew heavier with each passing moment. Hideko, Darumi. I could have saved them if I'd stepped in. I abandoned my allies to certain death. No. No, I didn't. I shook my head, yelling in an attempt to reject my self-reproof. By the time I'd seen them, it was already too late. My decision to flee was to avert total annihilation. I'd made the right choice. I didn't abandon them to die. They were already beyond saving. Gosh. Is that Yugamu? Might be here to talk about what to do next. Now that Hideko's dead, we need to have a serious discussion about the future of the Anti-Sponsor Alliance. I opened the door to let Yugamu in, but somebody else was on the other side. Takemaru? Ima and Kako too? What do you guys want? What do we want? Quit playing dumb, you freaking scumbag! Takemaru grabbed hold of me, an enraged look on his face. What's this about? Why are you so angry? Why wouldn't we be? Two of our friends just got killed. Two? You mean Hideko and Darumi?
We checked the rankings just now and saw they died all of a sudden.
That didn't seem right, so we did some investigating of our own. And guess what? We received eyewitness reports that confirm you committed the crime, Mr. Sumino. What? Crime? Nozomi saw you leaving in a hurry with Hideko and Darumi this morning. Two people you were hanging out with suddenly dropped dead. What do you think that means, genius? I'll tell you what it means. It means you killed him! I didn't, it wasn't me! We went out to hunt invaders together, but then the Squad 3 commander showed up, and then I explained what had happened without going into too much detail. I told them about Hideko, Darumi, Yugamu, and myself forming a team to carry out a certain operation. When the commander suddenly showed up, he killed Darumi and Hideko. Yugamu and I had no choice but to escape.
Duh?
That's a lie if I've ever heard one. It makes a lot more sense to think you're the one who killed Miss Amamiya and Miss Shizuhara.
Those two occupied the top positions in the rankings. You must have set them up so that you could take their place.
Who would kill another person for that? And it's not like we know that there's a reward for coming first, second, or third, right? It's just not come last. I get it. You don't trust me. But you can check with Yugamu, can't you? He can attest to the fact that I wasn't the one who killed him. I don't believe a single word that perverted clown says.
Besides, you might just be colluding with each other.
Therefore, I'm afraid we have found you guilty on the basis of a long string of circumstantial evidence. Yeah, well, a jury wouldn't accept that shit, okay?
And now you're under arrest.
Enjoy your stay in the courtyard cage. Don't forget to make friends with Ava. What? No, stop! Let go! Let go of me! Calm down and stop resisting. They caught and restrained me before I could say anything more. I was thrown into one of the cages in the courtyard. I didn't kill them! You got it all wrong! Let me out of here! No matter how hard I tried to protest, Takemaru refused to listen. I was left to languish in the cage. I stayed there day after day after day. Eventually, we reached the end of the first round. Let me guess, I came last. Since I couldn't take part in the hunt anymore, I'd fallen to last place, and the bees came for me. Wonderful. Just wonderful. Okay, round 1 loser, ending 91. Last but certainly not least, team up with Yugamu. I believe this is the last one, right? I think going back to joining the invader hunt will lead us to a different route entirely. I suppose we'll find out when I get the achievement for completing killing game route. Team up with Yugamu? No. I bet I end up getting overwhelmed or something. Either that, or it's kind of similar to what happened with the Takemaru thing, I just can't muster enough points, and I lose. Sorry, I can't team up with you. I was convinced Yugamu had to be plotting something, given that he went out of his way to approach me after I'd been ostracized. Things he usually talked about already made me uneasy. Probably just wanted to torment me for his own amusement. Oh, for the love of murder. You're a cautious one, aren't you, Takumi? Turning me down is as good as having a death wish, you know? Unless you have someone else in mind. No, I'm not going to team up with anyone. I'll survive by myself. So stop following me! With that, I ran away. I ran and ran until I was nearly out of breath, trying to get away from Yugamu as quickly as I could. The thought that he might be trying to kill me struck fear into my heart. But no matter how far I ran, I didn't feel safe. After all, I was up against a professional assassin. I continued to run around with heedless abandon. Where am I? I realized I'd end up in a place I'd never seen before. Where is this? Which direction is the school? I started looking around at my surroundings. All of a sudden, a huge swarm of school invaders popped out from the shadows. Of all the times to show up! I spun around and began to flee. That's a strange, otherworldly pant, Takumi. Despite my best efforts, I was unable to shake off the pursuing invaders. They kept coming after me relentlessly, trying to intimidate me with their weird cries the whole time. You can run, Takumi, but you're only gonna die tired, it sounds like. I've been running for what felt like hours, but they were still hot on my tail. In fact, there were now even more invaders than before. And then it finally happened. The invaders managed to completely surround me. I saw no way out. The only thing I can do now is fight. But I can't possibly beat this many invaders by myself.
Somebody, help me!
Of course, it was pointless to call for help.
Yugamu! Are you out there somewhere?
Not anymore. You wouldn't come help me now. Not after I slapped away his offer to work together so thoughtlessly. Sorry, I can't team up with you. Why did I turn down his offer to help? Oh, right. Because I'd gotten so paranoid. I'd lost my mind after falling out of favor with everyone else. I took that frustration out on Yugamu. But all he really wanted was to save my life. It was too late for regrets. I was truly alone now. Oh god! Ah! It's worse than the voices in the final battle against Vishnis. The invaders were getting more and more excited, like animals licking their lips before a big meal. They'd found me isolated from the others, and now they couldn't wait to start tearing me apart. Slowly and steadily, they inched closer. And the closer they got, the stronger the smell of death became. My breathing quickened. My body was trembling. I instinctively understood that this was the end. As I looked death in the face, I finally understood how powerless someone who was completely isolated could be. Somebody who had lost the trust of others, who had lost the ability to trust others. Damn, that's rivaling Nozomi's scream from earlier. Somebody like that was already as good as dead. Wow. Hitting 92, as good as dead. Okay, the achievement did pop. That is the killing game complete. Wow. Yeah, this was a long episode. I'm sorry, guys. But I definitely enjoyed this one. This is definitely on the higher tier, along with Second Scenario and Box of Calamity, I gotta say. Probably above Box of Calamity, maybe. I think I rated Box of Calamity so high as well because of the time-traveling shenanigans, but that's present here too, so, like, you know? I think this elevates it past that. This might be my second favorite? Yeah, I don't think anything can surpass Second Scenario, but this was really good. The alternate endings as well, some of them were downright horrifying, like when Tsubasa was just getting drained beside Takumi while he's dreaming of a happier life. Commune just being turned into a syringe. Goodness gracious me. Okay. Well, I don't recall how many routes I have left, but We're getting closer. We've got 68 endings now. Let's see what happens next time when we refuse to join the Invader Hunt. The sponsor's still going to be around, right? The zombie? Wonder if they have other plans.